Now I am inside the building. This building is a chicken house for keeping 80,000 birds, broilers, and we use the 5 rows and 4 tiers broiler cage. And the building size is 106 meters long and 50 meters wide and 4.5 meters height. It is the eve height. And this building used the moving floor type for the bird harvest. It is a fully automatic bird harvest equipment. Now I'm inside the building. I will introduce you why we call it as a fully automatic bird harvest. From the cage, you see we use the plastic floor for the chickens. The plastic floor is for the chickens stand on it, and they will eat here and drinking from the drinking line. When they are ready for slaughtering, when they are ready for the bird harvest, this plastic floor, it can move forward automatically. How? If you take a closer view, you can see we use the chains, many chains to connect each piece of the plastic floor. And this chain system can drive the plastic floor to the end part. So chickens can move automatically. Chickens no need drop on the manure belt. So this bird harvesting method is more safe and for chickens because no damage, no mortality for the chickens. And you can harvest all the chickens at one time. So where chickens go at the end? Let's see. We have a horizontal. It's an elevator for the bird harvest at the end part. Let me show you the details. Now I am at the end part of the building. As I said just now, chickens will be moved to the end part, and there is a horizontal belt conveyor. This belt conveyor is used for the bird harvest. It can be elevated up and down, so it can collect the chickens one tier by one tier. So the chickens can be moved outside the building automatically. After each batch of bird harvesting, you have to uplift this belt conveyor to the top, always on the top before the next harvest. Because if it is at the bottom, when you start the manure cleaning, the chicken manure may drop on the belt. So if you don't do the bird harvest, always make sure this belt conveyor is on the top part. And now let me introduce you the manure cleaning system. This vertical machine is for both manure cleaning and bird harvest. You can see this is the plastic floor for bird harvest, and this is the belt conveyor for chicken manure cleaning. When you start the manure cleaning, make sure there are 2 workers. They will stand at the end part and the front part. What they do? They will check the belt conveyor if there is deformation during the manure cleaning. So if there is deformation, they will stop it with the remote control, and they will make the adjustment of the belt. And for the chicken manure cleaning, You have to do it for different times. When the chickens are very small, there is not so much chicken manure. So you can do the manure cleaning every 1 day or every 2 days. But when they grow up, they grow bigger, you have to do the chicken manure cleaning one or twice every day. And after the manure cleaning, and if no chickens inside the building, if the building is empty, you have to loose the manure belt. Do not make it so tight. You have to loose it at the front part. And for the manure cleaning, not only the vertical part, but also the horizontal part. You see, the horizontal belt conveyor for chicken manure is underground. This belt conveyor is for bird harvest. For the underground is for the manure cleaning. And the direction of the manure cleaning and the bird harvest, they can be at the same direction or opposite direction. For this design of the building, the bird harvest will be to outside door on the left hand part. But the manure cleaning for the horizontal and the slant part, it will be the opposite direction. And for the manure cleaning and the bird harvest, we have both the remote control. One is for manure cleaning and one is for the bird harvest. Now I'm in the front part of the building. You can see there is the cooling pad for the side wall. We have the cooling pad for both side wall and the front wall. And the control room, behind the cooling pad is the control room. It is in the middle part of the building. And then the silo system. The feeding starts from the silo system. We have the weaving device for each feet of the silo. Here, this part is the weaving device. It will connect to the control box and to the control box in this room. I will show you. This is the control box for the silo system, silo weaving system. You can check how many silos, how many kgs of the chicken feed inside the silo. So this is very important for to control the chicken feed for the chickens to get a very good result of the FCR. And the feeding starts from the silo. It will drop to the bottom, and then the auger system. Here, the auger system will convey the chicken feed inside the building. You can see the top auger system. And you can see very clearly from this view. And then the feed will drop to the small hopper, to this small hopper, one by one. And there is also a small auger system to convey the chicken feed to each pan feeder. And this is the window for you to check how many chicken feed inside it. And the feeding control, feeding dispensation distribution control can be automatic or by manual. The height of the feeding line can be adjusted according to chicken's age. And this is the device for adjust the height of the feeding line. It is in the middle part of the cage, and on one pulley for the left part, another pulley for the right part. You see, we use the metal pulley. It is very durable. And for the design of the pan feeder, we use the oval shape. It is not round shape, it's oval shape. This shape can be easily disassembled. I will show you. You see, this is a clip. I can open it very easily. So it can open like this. When it makes the height to the highest part, this bottom can be fully opened. So it will be much easier for your workers to clean the chicken feed inside. So this is the advantage of this oval shaped pan feeder. And it is also very easy to open. You can see I just use one hand to open it. So very conveniently. This is the drinking line for the cage system. We have 2 lines for each tier. You see, 2 lines. And for each cage, we have 6 nipple drinkers with drip cap. And we use the square water pipe. For each line, we have the lifting system. We use the nylon and stainless wire rope to connect the water pipe. And we have a pulley at the front part. You can see. Wire rope to the pulley. And this is the adjustment device for the drinking line. We will use a winch to screw it here, so the rope will drive the drinking line higher and lower. This control box is for the feeding. You see we have 5 rows of the cage, so we have 5 lines for the control of the feeding. And you can control the feeding of each row and each tier, because for the brooding period, you don't put the chickens to each tier. You just put chickens on the 2nd or 3rd floor. So you just need to feed the chickens for the 2nd and the 3rd floor, so you can control it independently. This is the control room for the building, and the control room in the middle part of the building. And we have the control box for the ventilation and for the feeding and lighting. For the control box of the ventilation, you can see we have very clear guidance for the air inlet, for the exhaust fans, for the cooling pad, air inlet windows. And this part is a PLC screen. You can check the temperature, the humidity, carbon dioxide, many ventilation data on this screen. And you can also check which fans are working now. And this small PLC screen is for the controlling of the deflector and air inlet windows. It can control the degree of the air inlet window and the deflector, so the ventilation control is more accurate and scientific.